The mass is the same because the particles are the same. We have the same number of particles before melting and after melting. So the mass also is the same before melting and after melting because there is no particles that are lost or taken. اوكي صباح؟
اوكي.
طيب خلينا نبص على ايه؟ على الورك بوك. شايفه السكرين يا صباح؟ ظهرت؟ اهي ظهرت. طيب
ايه؟
شايفه السكرين؟
تمام.
When a solid is heated, it changes state. When we have a solid like ice or a chocolate, which is in solid state, and then we heat it, it starts to change the state. We can use particles to explain what happens and why. We can use the particles inside each state so that we can explain what is happening in the melting process.
Yes.
Okay. When something melts, its mass doesn't change. The mass here doesn't change. It keeps its mass. Look at these models of a solid melting. This is a solid. This is a model of a solid that it is melting. خليني أصغر بس الشاشة شوية. طيب. Look at these models of a solid melting. Write a sentence to explain what is happening. Use these words. He wants from us to explain what is happening in each model. This is the first model. I want from you to describe this picture. What you can see here, say here.
Neatly, so it is a solid. They are spheres and they are vibrating neatly in rows, and they are hitting the particles in a solid mix.
بلاش hitting يا صاحبي. بلاش تقولي hitting each other. قولي they are closely baked together and they vibrate in place. بلاش hitting. لأن هما مش hitting. هما مش بيخبطوا في بعض. هما بيعملوا vibrating بس. Okay? Okay, yes. يبقى as you said that these particles of the solid are tightly baked together. They are very close to each other. They are arranged neatly in rows and columns, and they move by vibrating in their position. This is how to describe the first picture. The second one, what happened here? Now we start to heat this solid. Yes.
They are not in fixed position.
Okay,
they are flow around each other.
No, here they doesn't flow. These arrows means that they are flow around each other. So we will keep this word to the picture C. Here in picture B, we can say that the particles gain more energy. Then they start to move faster and they start to leave their position. Can you see here? These particles, now they are not arranged neatly in rows and columns. So they move faster and start to leave their position and as they gain energy. Here we can say these words. In the third picture,
they are flow around each other.
Yes, now the particles leave their fixed position and they start to move by sliding over each other. Because here he drew an arrow. This arrow means that the particles are flowing around each other or sliding around each other. Okay, very good. Yes. طيب خلينا اجيب معاكي اسئله تاني. اديكي معايا دقيقه واحده. يلا. شايف السكرين؟
أيوة.
تمام. يلا. Solids and liquids are different states of materials and substances. Sophia puts water into an ice tray. She puts the ice tray in the freezer. Okay, يبقى this girl put water in the ice tray and then it put it in the freezer. The question number A, the question letter A, in what state is the water when she puts it in the ice tray into the freezer?
Solid.
When it put it
Oh, when she put it liquid.
liquid state, yes, very good. So when she put the water in the ice tray, it is in the liquid state. Okay. B, in what state will the water be when she takes the ice tray out of the freezer?
In a solid state.
In a solid state, because it turns to ice. Okay. C, what must you do to the water for this change of state to take place?
To take place.
To make the freezing process, what we have do to this
We put
water?
it in the freezer.
Yes, we put it in the freezer, or we can see that we decrease the temperature. The freezer
Yeah.
temperature is lower than the temperature in the room. So when we put the water inside the freezer, we cause the temperature to be decreased until the water turns to the solid state matter. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. D, fill in this summary of the change of state. Water, which is in space state, when we cool it, it turns to ice, which is in space state. What do you think?
Whether it is in the liquid state, when we turn it in ice, it is in the solid state.
Yes, very good. So this is what happened when we put the ice in the freezer. Okay, stay with me. Okay, يلا. 2, Sophia puts butter into a pan. She heats the butter on the stove. Okay, so we have butter. What is the state of the butter, Saba?
Solid.
Solid. Okay, the first question. In what state is the butter when she puts it in the pan?
Solid.
Solid state, yes. In what state will the butter be after heating?
Liquid.
Liquid. What is this change of state called? The process.
The process. The
The
process.
solid butter, when it turns to a liquid, we call this process
Solidifying.
no, solidifying, when liquid turn it to solid, which is
Okay.
freezing. This one is called melting.
Yes, melting.
لخبطتي أكيد. يبقى
Mm.
melting when the solid state matter changes to liquid state matter, so it's called melting. Okay. D, fill in the summary of the change of the state. Okay, fill the summary, Sabah, please.
Butter is a solid state when she hit butter now is a liquid state.
Yes, very good. It changes to the liquid state. Okay, stay with me. Okay, choose the correct answer to each. شايفة السكرين يا صبا؟
Oh.
Okay, choose the correct answer in each of the questions. Draw a circle around the letter of the correct answer to each question. A, when ice cream becomes liquid on hot day, it is
Melting.
melting. When the ice become a liquid, it is a melting process. Okay. B, we can show the process of melting like this. A, liquid plus heat, it give me solid. Gas minus heat, it give me liquid. Solid plus heat, it give me liquid. Solid minus heat, it give me liquid.
Mm.
What happens in the melting process?
Solid plus heat is a liquid.
Yes, very good. we have a solid state matter, we give it heat or we give it energy, then it turns to liquid. Okay. C, we can show the process of freezing like this. Which letter do you choose?
Liquid minus heat equals to solid.
Very good. Why here minus heat? Because we make cooling. Cooling means that we remove the heat from the substance, like the liquid chocolate. When we want to make it in a solid state, we put in the freezer. The freezer here contains less amount of heat. So we take the heat from the liquid, so it turns it back to solid. Okay. D, solids melt because A, their particles gain energy and break away from the solid. Their particles are not moving fast enough to stay in the solid. New liquid particles form when the solid is heated. Solids cannot keep their shape when heated.
New liquid particle form when the solid is heated.
New liquid particles is formed, so the particle, we gain a particles from outside and they form a liquid new. New here means that we add particles. Or we have the same particles and they change its arrangement.
أيوة. Their particles gain energy and break away from the solid.
Yes, this is what happened. We have the same particles that is present in the solid. It gain energy and start move faster, then it break away from the arrangement of the solid and start to slide over each other. Then it become a liquid. But here C means that new liquid particles form. We have a new particles. We have a particles that we gain it from outside the matter. This is not true. But the particles are the same. There is no new particles. New particles here is wrong. There is no new particles. We have the same particles, but it changed its arrangement and its movement. So it turned it to liquid. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. E, the opposite of ice melting is
solidifying.
solidifying, which means freezing. Very good, yes. تمام، احنا كده خلصنا النهارده. اهم حاجه تكوني النهارده فاهمه اهم حاجه. الجزء بتاع البارتكلز ده اهم حاجه انك تفهميه كويس. معلش عايزاكي تراجعيه تاني من البوك كده، اقعدي راجعيه وراجعي بس قصه الارينجمنت اوف ذا بارتكلز وايه اللي بيحصل لها لما بنعمل لها هيتنج، وبعد كده الارينجمنت بتاعتها بتبقى ازاي والحركه بتاعتها ازاي. دي قصه مهمه قوي، لان نفس الكلام هنقوله تاني في الفريزنج بس هنعكسه، فلازم تكوني فاهماه حلو قوي ومراجعاه كويس. تمام؟ ماشي يا حبيبي، ربنا يوفقك يا صبري. يلا السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.